So good evening, everybody. It's so great to have people in person now. Last year, we weren't able to do this in person, so it's awesome that everybody can make it tonight. So I'm Miss Lackey, and I'm the school counselor here, and I'm also the National Technical Honor Society advisor. And I'd like to welcome you all to the 2022-2023 National Technical Honor Society induction ceremony. We are filming this ceremony tonight, so we welcome you all in person as well as afar as we celebrate this great accomplishment in these students' lives. So before we get started, I would like to welcome Jessica Didas as she leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I would like to now introduce our campus principal, Mr. Joe Pagan.
Thank you. Good job. So I have a few housekeeping items real quick before we start. If for some reason we have to exit the building, we have exits straight out the door. If those are blocked, you could go to the left, you could go to your right, there's an exit, or you can come out this door right here, and there's exit doors that way as well. Bathrooms are right out of this hallway here. If you come out of this door in the first hallway there, down to your left, there's bathrooms there as well. And if you have cell phones, if you could take a couple seconds to kind of put them on silence, please. So good evening, everybody. I would like to welcome the families, our CTE teachers, district personnel, and our district superintendent, David O'Rourke, to the 2022-2023 LoGuidice National Technical Honor Society's induction ceremony. Today, we recognize the accomplishments of a group of outstanding career and technical education students who have put forth tremendous effort and shown great aptitude in their chosen trade area. Induction into the National Technical Honor Society is one of the highest accomplishments that can be bestowed upon a career and technical education student. A member of the National Technical Honor Society is a person who has demonstrated scholastic achievement, skill development, leadership, honesty, responsibility, service, and good character. All members must maintain a 90% average and have less than 8 absences. The National Technical Honor Society Committee reviews each inductee. Can you hear me? Sorry, it sounds like it went off. The National Technical Honor Society Committee reviews each inductee in order to make certain that he or she possessed the attributes that define a member and upheld the ideals of the society. The candlelight ceremony recognizes these attributes in each individual. Today, we invite you all to join us in celebrating these students and supporting the time-honored purposes of the National Technical Honor Society. I would like to introduce the NTHS Vice President, Tamia Johnson.
The purposes of the National Technical Honor Society are to reward excellence in workforce education, to develop self-esteem, pride, and encourage students to reach for higher levels of achievements, to promote business and industry critical workplace values, leadership, and citizenship, to help schools build and maintain effective partnerships with local businesses and industries, to champion a stronger, more positive image for workforce education in America. The goals of the society is to see that deserving technical students be recognized and that people of the community become aware of the talents and abilities of the young people and adults who choose technical education pathways to successful futures. I will turn it back over to NTHS advisor, Mrs. Lackey.
Nice job. All right. So leaders develop through a never-ending process of self-study, education, training, and experience. Serving as an officer in this organization will not only allow you to gain experience, but will provide an opportunity for you to help grow and mentor future leaders for your chapter as you serve your members. One of the purposes of the National Technical Honor Society is to promote the ideals of service, leadership, and skill development among America's future workforce. With this in mind, it is my pleasure to install the new officers of the LoGuidice chapter. Mary Dunn, will you please step forward? As treasurer, it is your responsibility to maintain the financial records of the chapter. You shall have general charge of the finances under the supervision and approval of your school administration and advisors. All financial transactions must comply with your local school policy. Do you pledge to fulfill the duties and responsibilities of treasurer and to serve to the best of your ability the members of your chapter? If so, answer, I do. A lot of pressure, guys. There you go. You may be seated. Catherine Earing, will you please step forward? As secretary, it is your responsibility to chronicle the business of the chapter through complete, accurate, and timely minutes of all the meetings. It is also your duty to keep all chapter records and carry on the correspondence of the entire chapter. Do you pledge to fulfill the duties and responsibilities of secretary and to serve to the best of your ability the members of your chapter? If so, answer, I do. Tamia Johnson, will you please step forward? As Vice President, it is your responsibility to preside at all meetings of the chapter in the absence of the President. As Vice President, it is also your duty to oversee all committee activities, act as the General Assistant to the President, and chair the Executive Committee. Do you pledge to fulfill the duties and responsibilities of Vice President and to serve to the best of your ability the members of your chapter? If so, answer, I do. Gracie Johnson, will you please step forward? As president, your duties and responsibilities are vast and varied. As chief executive officer of this chapter, it will be your overall duty to maintain the organization's health during this school year. You shall cooperate with the chapter advisors, the school administration, and with the chapter executive committee to supervise the general activities of this chapter. The president will preside at all the meetings, appoint committees, and shall represent the chapter at official organization gatherings. Do you pledge to fulfill the duties and responsibilities of president and to serve to the best of your ability the members of your chapter? If so, answer, I do. At this time, it's my pleasure to present the LoGuidice officers. I now turn the reins of leadership over to our chapter president, Gracie Johnson.
In preparation of our induction and recognition ceremony, we will light the candles that represent the attributes we adhere to as members of the National Technical Honor Society. In the center of the table is a lighted candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is a familiarity, awareness, or understanding gained through experiences or study. This candle represents the knowledge you have gained through your experiences and studies in your technical program. knowledge. The first member attribute is skill. Skill is the use of knowledge to develop great ability and expertness necessary to make a positive difference in a particular occupational field. Skill. The second attribute is honesty. Honesty is the skill of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair with everyone while you're at work or play. Honesty. The third attribute is service. Service is giving assistance and being ready and able to provide a helpful and useful act. Service. The fourth attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being answerable of your actions. Responsibility. The fifth member attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is the distinctive mark of one who has matured an area of learning and reflected in the quality of his or her work, especially to respect to scope, thoroughness, and care. Scholarship. The sixth attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is being entitled with full civil rights and exercising the duties, rights, and privileges of this status. Citizenship. The seventh member attribute is leadership. Leadership is the responsibility of serving as a guiding force and directing the way by going first with courage and confidence. Leadership. Fellow members, I hope you recognize these 7 attributes in yourself and value these qualities that make you eligible for this membership in the National Technical Honor Society. Ms. Lackey?
All right. Congratulations to all of our Technical Honor Society members. You all embody the attributes of our organization and represent excellence in career and technical education here at LoGuidice. We are proud of each and every one of you. We will now begin the presentation of certificates. Members, your nominating instructor will introduce you. After your introduction, please come up and Mr. Pagan and I will hand you each a certificate. We will start with our first nominating staff this evening, Mr. Mead.
I wrote it, so I should know what it says, right? I had a little trouble writing this for these 2 students. It's not common I get 2 students that are so equal in one program. It was a little difficult for me to write 2 different introductions for them. But I introduced first Conor Graham. Conor's been in my program for the last year and a half, almost year and a half now. During that time, Conor has shown his hunger for knowledge, his drive to perfect his skills. Conor's always the first one to take on a new task and is always eager to learn something new. I often find Conor lending a hand to fellow students when they're struggling or need some assistance. He's always helping them complete tasks and master the material at hand. Conor has always mastered applying his knowledge to new and changing situations, and he always has a drive to solve any problem he's faced with. It's been a pleasure so far to have Conor in my program. My next student, Tyler Post, has been with the program for the same amount of time. Kind of ironic, right? During that time, he's shown the ability to apply his knowledge and passion in class and thrive in difficult situations. In the time that Tyler's been in the class, he's become a leader in both the classroom and in the field, going above and beyond, managing and completing tasks with his peers. He's always right behind Conor to grab a hold of somebody that needs assistance. and lend that helping hand when he needs it. I often find him completing tasks unprompted, the task itself, much less the completion of the task sometimes, and solving problems that have not arisen yet. He's always willing to share his knowledge with his peers and lend a helping hand whenever needed. He's been a pleasure so far, and I hope it continues that way. Miss Sam, the podium is yours. Microphone might work.
I hope I can see what I'm reading. Go ahead, you're first. Okay. What is it? Right here. Yep, go ahead. Say your name first.
Noami Munoz. Noami is a student from Dunkirk who chose cosmetology program to help build her social and communication skills, as well as working in the beauty industry. In her junior year, she was very quiet. She had to be encouraged to get to talk or to ask questions. Over the course of the 2 years, she has blossomed into a respectful, self-motivated young lady who is passionate about cosmetology. Your work ethics are outstanding, and you are always prepared for class and ready to start your assignments and finish them on time or before. Your confidence you have gained while in this program has blossomed. Your sense of humor, your desire to learn, and how you never give up have proven that you are an outstanding student. I'm very proud that you've earned this special honor. Noami Munoz.
I know, it's hard to see it. Octavia Fred. Octavia is a self-motivated student from Dunkirk. She is not only being inducted tonight, but is also being inducted in the Spanish Honor Society at Dunkirk High School, where she will receive a seal of biliteracy upon graduation. Over the past 2 years in my classroom, I have seen you grow and strive to the best of your ability. You are always laughing, very spunky, outgoing, and not afraid to speak your mind. You want perfection in everything you do. When you are working on hands-on service, you always say, it's not good enough, it's not good enough. You'll take out whatever it is that you are doing and do it over and over again until you perfect it to your satisfaction. You are a team player, very responsible, easy to communicate with, and a compassionate young lady. These strong character traits show that you are a natural leader. You are always willing to help classmates or teachers when needed without hesitation. You know what you want, and you are not afraid to work hard to get it. You have worked hard and deserve this honor. Octavia Fred. Okay.
Allison Miller. Allison is a student from Forestville who enrolled in the program because she always had a passion for beauty and hair. Over the 2 years that I've known you, I've seen you grow in many ways and gain confidence in yourself. In your junior year, you were shy. You kept to yourself and you were afraid to ask for help and would say, I can't do this. This year, you've grown in so many ways. Your mannerism is very professional. You're respectful, kind, and a team player. Your communication skills have improved so much that you never stop communicating. You have earned this honor because of your strong work ethic and your ability to overcome obstacles. I'm very proud of you. Allison Miller.
Gracie Johnson. Gracie is a student from Forestville High School who chose to come to BOCES and quickly fell in love with the cosmetology program. You came to my class as a very shy young lady who never spoke up. Well, once you did. Since then, you have gained communication skills, responsibility, professionalism, and are a leader that is not afraid to take chances. You always have your assignments in on time and then ask if there's any more that you can do for extra credit. You are very talented with the hands-on and practical work and knowledgeable within the field of cosmetology. This year, she attended Skills USA Fall Leadership Conference in Albany. Her peers voted her to represent them to over 400 attendees that were present. Gracie has gained confidence in herself and is not afraid to speak up. I am grateful that you are in my class and very, very proud of you. Gracie Johnson. I would like to call up Mr. Kakamis.
Good evening and welcome. Maybe I don't need these. Let me see. I'll do without it. Mary Dunn. I am honored this evening to talk to you about my senior Mary Dunn. I always joke with Mary and say, I wish I had a whole class of Mary Dunns, and that's the truth. Mary is an excellent example of a student who shows compassion for her chosen field of study. I often look at Mary as a teacher and leader in class and appreciate her willingness to help out and do the little extras on a daily basis. Mary certainly deserves to be inducted tonight into the National Technical Honor Society, as she is a prime example of the attributes that represent induction into the Honor Society. Mary has a passion for this field and will excel in whatever she puts her mind to. I am very proud to be Mary's instructor and look forward to her successes. And by the way, Mary made the chocolate chip cookies today. You got to try them. They're excellent. I'm telling you, they're good. Mary Dunn. At this time, I'd like to call up Mrs. Kelly Whitfer.
Okay. Well, this is my first year here at BOCES, and I just started after school started, so I was a little bit behind the 8 ball, but I've gotten to know there were 4 students that stood out in the class. And I want to just mention that my teaching colleague cannot be here tonight. Her name is Mrs. Kroll, and she's sending you lots of love. And she really was sad that she couldn't be here. And she and I worked on the words together, so it's from both of us, okay? Jessica Ditas. Sorry, that got real loud. You are such a bright and cheerful person, and we enjoy having you in class. You join in class activity with lots of enthusiasm and encourage others to do the same. I'm certain that your love of learning will take you far in life. We genuinely appreciate how incredible you are in anything that you do. You are a great example for your peers, and you are always engaged and kind and always focused and on task, and we appreciate that. Your enthusiasm, kind heart, and determination always reflect through your outputs, whether it's making flashcards for vocab, which is painful, I know, or quizzing your peers, practicing your skills in the lab, or taking an extra assignment. You continue your knowledge in health careers. You are a good friend to everyone in the class and kind to those who struggle. Keep up the good work. We are fortunate to have a hard worker like you in our class. Jessica Ditas. Congratulations. Catherine Earing. Thank you for being a diligent student for these last 2 years. Mrs. Kroll said 2 years because I've only been here for just a couple months here. You're always attentive, and you are willing and eager to help others who are not understanding everything. You're a great tutor, and we both rely on you a lot. We appreciate that you have a kind heart, as well as being super smart, and Mrs. Kroll underlined that. Thank you for being your best to work with every single day, and you are a pleasure to work with in the lab and in the classroom, and we enjoy your enthusiasm and the way you gracefully pull off work. We're so proud of you. You have always done your work in a timely manner and interact with everyone in the classroom, and your team knows that they can lean on you if they need to. You're always there helping others out. Congratulations and best wishes for a promising future. Catherine Earing. Congratulations, Catherine. Tamia Johnson. It has been great to have Tamia in class. You're so imaginative and creative with great ideas. We love all your contributions to our projects, and we think that you truly have a unique talent to help others and to watch them grow. You have a bright future ahead of you, and you are not afraid to tell people so, and we appreciate that. You never fail to grab the perfect opportunities or to deliver the best outcome on time. When others are making busy plans, you're the one doing some of the work and getting things completed and directing others and using your leadership skills. Your good work deserves the heartiest appreciation. Keep it up, and congratulations on a job well done. Health Careers is fortunate to have a hard worker like you. It has been a delight to have you in the classroom, and you have tons of potential because you're so eager to learn. Thank you, Tamia. Congratulations. Lindsay Ward. We have enjoyed watching Lindsay grow. It's been a real treat. She's a great young lady, and we've seen you grow to be an inspiring young woman. We know that you will continue to grow and become the best version of yourself. You have always set a good example and role model with your peers, along with using your leadership skills. And you're also very kind to your peers. Leaders can motivate and inspire through communication, and you certainly can communicate. Great leaders are charismatic and articulate, and they use attributes to rally the troops, which I've seen you do in the classroom. Good leadership is when you help others do their best, and we've seen you do that too. Thank you for a job well done. We greatly appreciate the work and the continued successes that you will have. Success is a destination, or is not a destination, it's a journey. So enjoy the journey. Congratulations, Lindsay. Congratulations. Now I'd like to call up Mr. Kevin Valentine.
Jackson Williams. Jackson Williams is currently attending the Silver Creek High School. Jackson is enrolled in the welding program because it's a highly sought-after career. Jackson is interested in to be an apprentice program in the welding field. Jackson's superpowers are job-specific skills, teamwork, and work ethic. Jackson Williams. Colin Hoffman. Colin Hoffman is currently attending the Westfield Academy and Central School. He is enrolled in the welding program here at LoGuidice Educational Center because of his inspiration of his grandfather. Colin would become a welder and wants to work with the family business. Colin is a Skills USA member and plans on competing as a combination welder. Colin's superpowers are responsibility, communication, and job-specific skills. Colin Hoffman. Sometimes they say troubles come in threes, and sometimes good things come in threes. I'd like to introduce Simeon Lashbrook. Simeon Lashbrook is also attending Westfield Academy School. Simeon is enrolled in the welding program because he thought it was a very interesting career, and he also liked the money. And Mom told him so. Simeon also is a Skills USA member, and he plans on competing in the metal sculpture competition. And Simeon's superpowers are work ethic, decision-making, and job-specific skills. Simeon Lashbrook. At this time, I'd like to give the floor to Ms. Lackey.
All right. So inductees, you are now members of the National Technical Honor Society. Congratulations. As your advisor, I am so proud to lead such a great group of young people. You are full of excitement and ideas to help make not only our school, but our communities a better place. There are about 200 students in this senior class. And you, all sitting here, are the distinguished few, the ones that are being called to lead. Being a part of a career and technical education program is an amazing opportunity to further your skills and prepare yourself for your future. But those of you sitting in front of me represent something even bigger. You also represent humanity. You not only care about just your work, but also care about others. You understand that beyond just doing great work, that the idea of going above and beyond, teamwork, collaboration, and being there for each other are paramount, as no team or no business or company can be successful without that. When you do your best work, you take on this higher calling. You benefit not only your classmates and your teachers, but your families, your relationships, and your community. Know that your leadership helps to unite us in a world that now, more than ever, needs you to help bring us all together. So while tonight we recognize and we celebrate each of you, I also want to challenge you that this calling does not stop here. We challenge you to never stop investing in yourself, to continue to live by these NTHS attributes, as they will always lead you on the right path. Be the person that others choose and want to look up to. Your actions, your kindness, and your leadership is something that makes more of a difference than you could ever comprehend. So with that, my most sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. Ms. Dunn, please come on up and lead your peers to confirm their pledge.
Please stand and repeat after me. As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge in a career of my own choosing, and shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country. You may be seated. I now declare you duly inducted as members of the National Technical Honor Society. I will now ask Mr. Burgon to come up for closing remarks.
Awesome. So one of the things I told the students we were practicing the last 2 days, and I have to say it again, is that out of almost 500 students that we have on this campus, these are the top students as far as performance and wanting to be here. So I appreciate that because these are the folks that are going to be taking care of us when we get older, right? We're going to be paying you guys a lot of money, for construction or whatever it might be, nursing, whatever I need. You guys are going to take care of me. Hopefully you remember me. So on behalf of the LoGuidice Center, we would like to congratulate all of you on your hard work and the induction into the National Technical Honor Society. This is an honor that you will be able to carry with you throughout your education and your career. Congratulations and welcome to the National Technical Honor Society. Give me a hand again, please. I would like to say thank you to the families, the districts, all our CT teachers are here who have helped these students, have supported them, and throughout their education careers. And thank you to the BOCES and the district personnel that were able to join us here today to recognize this great achievement. Thank you all again for being a part of today's ceremony. Just real quick, I just want to make sure that, I know Mr. Kakamis already mentioned it, but it's one of my notes that Mary made all the chocolate chip cookies. So make sure you grab one if you're lucky, because they're going to go quick. And I would like to thank Mr. Kakamis and his class for the treats that they bake for us, fresh. So make sure you please come up and join us. And at the end, we're going to have our students up here so we can take pictures with Mrs. Saki, okay? So thank you. Congratulations to all you guys again. Thank you.